Danielle, hey, what's going on? This is Jack here with Rocket Ship SEO. Hey, I appreciate you reaching out to us, asking for this video analysis. Apologize that it's a little bit late in coming out to you. We were actually in Houston for an SEO speaking conference. I wanted to make sure that I spend my undivided attention when I do this video analysis for you, make sure that you get the greatest amount of insight from this video, and want to make sure I did that when I was sitting down here at my workstation, all right? So here in the video analysis, what I want to do is just kind of go over exactly where you're at with your website, what we need to do to get you to rank highly for all the different keywords you want to rank for, as well as what we're going to do if we were to work together on this, and how we're going to implement that. All right. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. So the first thing I did was I actually pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of your website and see exactly where you're at in terms of an SEO perspective. And so what I can see right off the bat is you just don't have a lot of backlinks and referring domains pointing back to your website. And that is going to be an issue because we need a lot more referring domains and backlinks in order for Google to tie the authority on your website and give you the credit for all the different keywords you want to rank for. And so let me explain that real quick. So basically, a referring domain and a backlink is basically any website out there that hyperlinks back to your website on their own website. So what I mean by this is, for example, if there is a blog out there that's called the weddingphotographyblog.com, and they mention you in a new blog post and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best wedding photographer in Washington, D.C., check out goodytwoshoesstudio.com. And so, and then there'd be a link to your website there, right? And so just in the fact that they have a link pointing back to your website is actually tracked by Google, and Google uses that information to basically determine how authoritative your website is, and authority in turn plays a huge role in determining how highly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for, as well as how quickly you get there once your authority is established. And so right now, with the 7 referring domains, 7 websites linking back 14 times, is just not going to be enough to show Google that you are the kind of authoritative website that should rank for all the different keywords you want to rank for. And so what we need to do is we need to have more websites talking about you, that kind of thing. We want to shoot for about 200 to 300 referring domains on about 1,000 to 3,000 backlinks, and then Google's not going to have any choice but to rank you for all the different keywords we want to go after. All right, so that's what I can see right here, right off the bat from your authority perspective. Let me go ahead and jump over here to the Keywords Explorer tab. Basically, what this does is it shows me the metrics of the kind of keywords that we want to go after and see what kind of search volume is there. So what you'll see is I actually typed in exactly the keywords that you wanted to go after here, and you can see right here is the volume of people that are actually searching for that keyword. So 50 for Maryland wedding photography, 20 for Washington, D.C. wedding photography, 0 to 10 that's the wedding photography, and down the line. And so here at Rocket Ship SEO, when we work with our clients, what we like to do is make sure that we kind of work backwards when we handle this kind of thing. The reason being is because there's no point in us ranking you for specific keywords if there's no search volume, if no one's searching for that keyword, right? And so with volume like this, it's this one's not bad, Maryland wedding photography, but there's definitely better keywords out there for the different kind of for the wedding photography that you provide in those different areas. So what I did was I kind of entered a couple of other things and see what I could find. And you can see right here, wedding photographer Maryland gets 100 searches per month. So Maryland wedding photographer 80, 50, and just kind of goes down the line. Washington, D.C. wedding photographer gets 350 searches per month. So that's definitely a keyword that we want to go after because it's a lot more searches than any of the other keywords there. And so that's the kind of thing I did that we would do. Now, I only very briefly went into the keyword research. If we were to tackle you on a project, I'd absolutely spend the time to make sure that we grab the most optimal keyword set that has the most amount of searches and is very relevant to the services that you provide. All right, so that's kind of work that we do. We don't like to cut corners. We want to make sure that we take care of our clients, and that's exactly what we do to make sure that we make all the keywords and bring you more business, right? So the next thing I want to do is just kind of go over your website and see what I can find right off the bat. So right off the bat, what I can see is that you just don't have enough content on your website, all right? So let me explain that. So what I mean by that is Google's search engine, there's so many websites out there that Google can't possibly have individual employees going to websites and derive it on their own to determine how authoritative a website is on their own. What instead they do is they actually have these website crawlers that have a set of parameters that crawl through your website on the back end to basically determine how authoritative your website is. And so the problem that I'm running into with a website that doesn't have enough content is that Google has no idea what the website is about outside of maybe your title tag and maybe your meta descriptions. So what I mean by that is when I look at this page right here under wedding, you have a ton of fantastic images, but Google's crawlers currently can't look at an image and say, "Hey, this is a fantastic image. This person does good work, and it blows any other photographer in the area." So Google's crawlers can't do that. But what they can do is they can read content, and they can hash out groups of ideas about based on the content that you have, and be able to rank you for the different keywords that you want to go after. So when you have this web page like here, and especially on your homepage, and you don't have any content on here, Google is going to have a hard time understanding exactly what your website is about, as well as the different keywords we want to go after. So that's one of the first things that we're going to absolutely want to do to make sure that you start getting picked up for all the different keywords we want to go after, because we just need more content on here at the end of the day. All right. And so we have in-house content writers on staff, so you don't have to worry about hashing out the content. When we hash out that content ourselves, we make sure that it's completely SEO friendly and optimized so that Google understands exactly what the content is about, as well as the keywords we want to go after. And we're very good at that. And so you don't have to worry about that kind of thing, but we absolutely need to do that. Some of the other things from a conversion perspective, so there's no point in having a bunch of people visit your website if they're not going to sit there and call you or contact you with an inquiry about a future wedding coming up, right? So when you work with us, our main goal isn't to just provide you these faux numbers about, oh, we brought you this traffic, we've increased the number of backlinks. All that stuff doesn't matter. What matters at the bottom line is, are you getting more phone calls? Are you getting more business? Are you getting a positive ROI when you're working with us? And so we understand that, and so we want to make sure that the people visiting your website are actually converting into the actual phone calls and things like that. And so what we need to do is make sure that there's a phone number right here, top and center, especially for the people that are on their phones. They don't have time to sit there and scroll around and click on pages. They want to see that phone number clear and center. They want to see a contact us button, and boom, it takes them straight to their phone, and boom, they can call you. Or if they have a question, they can just enter a simple form, name, number, email, comment, submit, so that they can clearly see exactly, and there's not a lot of friction in them going out of their way to do that. And so that's the kind of thing that I can notice as well. Some of the other things that I didn't really talk about too much is citations and things like that. That's going to help you rank on the local searches. But like I said, we're extremely good at what we do. We don't cut corners with our clients. We want to make sure that we provide the complete package for you. And so when you work with us, be confident that you're working with a team of individuals that are very good at what we do, and we care about our clients and making sure that you succeed. Because when you succeed, we succeed. All right, so what I want to do real quick at the very end is just kind of show you one of our clients that we built. We personally built out this website, and they're ranking phenomenally well for all the different keywords we want to go after. And you'll see just how much content is on this page, right? So boom, we got this cool video header that we did for them. Tons of content, awesome amount of links. Boom, more content, more links, right? And so that's the kind of thing that we want to do. You can also see right here that we have a contact form right here on the homepage, because it makes it a lot easier for people to just boom on the homepage when they land on there to be able to fill out the form and then hit submit. So that's the kind of thing that we can do, and will absolutely work well for you to do all that stuff. So anyways, I appreciate it, Danielle, for reaching out to us. At the very least, I hope you got some insight out of this. Take this information as you will, and then go run with it, blow up your business. And if you want to take it to the next level, obviously we can help with that. All right. So I appreciate it if you watched this video all the way through. I hope you got all the information that you needed, and we can just kind of go from there. I'll leave my phone number and email on there so we can chat via there as well. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.